Hello and welcome to Gospelr, the original Christian social network as covered on TechCrunch back in 2008. So if we go to the About Us page on Gospelr.com, you'll catch the original story as well as 12 features on why you should be using Gospelr, what we've done to enhance the site since then. If you go to the home page, Gospelr.com, you'll notice that there is a live interactive search now on the site. So if we just start typing, it starts searching. And you can select any of these verses that meet the criteria that you search on, and it will take you to the actual Bible area of the Bible where the verse occurs, and it always starts 2 verses ahead of the verse you selected just to give you context for reading. But we'll come back to the Bible itself in a minute. I wanted to show you a few more features on the search. So you can also go directly to, so if you just start typing John, you'll see that everywhere where it mentions John, that comes up as just part of the Bible search. But as soon as you put a space here, it starts narrowing it down into the actual books and chapters and verses directly for you. And you'll notice that John 3:16 shows you that there is a John 3:16 and there's a 1 John 3:16. So you could go to either one directly from there. There's also, if you're using Chrome, a really cool speech recognition feature that Google has throughout its site and the Chrome browsers. So that allows you to actually say phrases that you want to search on. Let me show you. Jesus Christ. Is that cool or what? Hit enter and then you'll see 189 references of Jesus Christ in the Bible, and you can go to any one of them just directly by clicking on the verse there. So that's pretty cool. So let me dive in and show you some actual functionality of the Bible itself. So you'll need to log in to do that, and you can either create a Gospelr account or log in with your Facebook or Twitter account just as easily. Once you log in, you'll notice that it has a very similar concept to Twitter and Facebook of following people. So you can follow your friends. That way you can create like Bible study groups or just friends on Gospelr. And every time they highlight a verse, you see it in your timeline in the color that they've highlighted, and you could click on the verse and go right to it. If they've taken notes, you can also see that in here as well, or status updates. So we can also say demoing Gospelr Screencast, and you get real-time status updates inside of Gospelr to share with your friends. So if you wanted to actually look at one of these people, you can follow, unfollow, see who they're following, and then see all of their activity that they're doing on Gospelr. And you'll probably notice that there's no next pages. We do infinite scrolls, which is kind of the new latest thing. So as you scroll to the bottom of the page, you see there it fetches more. We do that with the Bibles as well, so that's pretty cool. You can also search for users. So if you wanted to find, like I like following Spadal, you can search for a user and then see everything that they've been highlighting or referencing notes, accordingly in the Bible, and their followers, and you could of course follow or unfollow them as well there. So let's jump in to the Bible. Let's go right to John 3:16. And as you read through this, you'll notice that once you're logged in, your verses highlight as you hover over them. So you can click on a verse, and what this gives you is the ability to highlight in 4 different colors, or remove the highlight by clicking the X, tweet about it, like it on Facebook, bookmark it, or record a note about it. So let's do a couple things. Let's highlight it in yellow. Now we've got it highlighted there. Let's make a note. You can say favorite verse. And you'll notice that the notes come on the right sidebar. You could get rid of it if you wanted to, but I'm going to leave it. You can also bookmark this verse for you to come back later, or you can tweet about it. That way you've got the link out there and you can say the verse and then bring your friends back to the site, or you can like it on Facebook. As easy as that. Let's go to the beginning. So you can move around as we talked about earlier. Let's go to Genesis. And if we want to get back to our bookmark, you can click on your icon here and go to your bookmark. That'll take us to John 3:16 that we highlighted earlier. So that's pretty cool, and our note is still there. And if you look at the timeline, so you can see all of the public timeline of all activity on Gospelr, or you can just look at you and your friends. But if we go to public, you'll see that I just highlighted 3:16 and I made a comment on 3:16 that was my favorite verse. So you kind of see how this is a social Bible, a spiritual network, if you will, that allows you and your friends to dynamically search, share, and provide feedback and conversation around the Bible. Even the ability to reply, like as Jan here highlighted that verse, I could just as easily reply to user and use the status feature to start a chat conversation with her about that particular verse. So we've got other things like videos in the works. They're coming, so that's pretty interesting. Stay tuned for that. And you also have the ability to see all of your activity if you just want to dive in and only look at the notes and highlights that you're doing. Or you can also edit your profile, put a bio there for others to see, and change your email address, etc. So that's about it. I hope you enjoyed learning more about Gospelr. Stay tuned for many more features coming soon.